So today we are going to talk about the strings, characters, and the reserved words. Okay. So here we can see the reserved words, and because of some high-level languages, we are already familiar with this term. But here again, we are going to see that reserved words have special meaning in MASM. This means that Microsoft Macro Assembler, that is just a name of the assembler, and can only be used in their correct context. There are different types of reserved words in the assembly language. Basically, what does it mean by reserved words? In Urdu we can say that reserved words का मतलब क्या होता है कि वो लफ्ज़ वो अल्फाज जो किसी ख़ास काम के लिए महफूज कर दिए जाते हैं, ठीक है, कि वो किसी और काम के लिए आप इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि वो रिज़र्व हो गए हैं ना. दे कैन ओनली बी यूज्ड इन देयर करेक्ट कॉन्टेक्स्ट. तो वो यूज़ हो चुके हैं, अब हम उनको दोबारा से अब किसी और कॉन्टेक्स्ट में यूज़ नहीं कर सकते, ठीक है. जैसे वो रिजर्व वर्ड कौन से हो सकते हैं, जैसे यहाँ पे देखें इंस्ट्रक्शन निमोनिक्स सच एज मूव, एड एंड मल निमोनिक्स. नाउ मूव कैन ऑल्सो बी यूज टू मूव द data from one place to another. Add can only be used to add two data values. It is not going to be used to subtract two values. Okay, so this is how the reserved words work. Like register names like EAX, EBX, ECX. Like ECX is normally used for loops. EBX cannot be used for this purpose, right? And here attributes which provide size and usage information for variables and operands such as byte and word. These byte and words are the data types, and we already know that we cannot use the data types for our identifiers and labels and variable names, etc. Okay, so that was just about some restrictions that you cannot use the special words, the reserved words in for our normal variables or identifiers. Next comes our character constants, and basically character constant is a single character. Okay, single character that is enclosed in a single or double quotes. This has to be noticed that it doesn't mean that it is a character constant, so it contains only a single character. It means that we cannot enclose them in double quotes like this. We can also enclose them like this or in single quotes like this. MASM stores the value in memory as a character's binary ASCII code. Here we are seeing A, right, but in memory it's not gonna store like this. The binary, or you can say the ASCII code of this A, capital A, is gonna store in the memory. We know that the binary ASCII of this A is 65, so memory gonna store it and store the binary form of the 65. Okay, that's how the character constants are stored by the memory. Next we have string constants. String is nothing but, you can say, a group of characters that are again enclosed in the single or the double quotes like this, A, B, C, X. Here it's similar to the character constant with the difference that here we have multiple characters and there we just have a single character. And the interesting thing is that the string is itself a you can say array of the characters. Okay, but the difference between the string array and the integer array is that integers are separated by the comma in their initialization, while the string is encapsulated in quotation marks. Okay, like here you can see ABC. This whole is what? A character array. But when we are going to declare an integer array, we are gonna write it like 1, 2, 3, and this whole is a integer array. But in this case we have to use these quotation marks. This is a character array. Okay, so next comes one procedure, that is one function of assembly called as write string, and this is normally used to write the string as it is on the console, on the screen. Here you can see some of its purpose. Like this is used to print the string on console. To do that, offset of string is copied to EDX register. Now what is this offset, right? Offset is basically the displacement from the base index, right? That it is our required address where we have to go from base to that required address. That specific distance is known as the offset. This is also itself an address, but it is referred to as the displacement from the base address to the required address. Okay, so the offset of the string, that is the address of the string, is copied into the EDX register. We have to remember that in case of write string procedure, only EDX register is gonna be used, not anyone else, not any register else. Okay, as string is a consecutive array of characters stored in consecutive memory locations, we have to move the offset of the first byte, okay, the first byte to EDX like this. Here you can see move EDX comma offset of string. Here string is what? Is our variable. You can say character array here, considering string a variable. This is basically the syntax at how we are gonna use this write string later on. Like first we have to use move EDX comma offset. We have to write this word as it is, and then this string or whatever your variable is over here. Then the write string will print all the characters. First we have to write this thing, and then the syntax of calling this procedure is call write string. Okay, and we are gonna see this through our code as well. You will understand it better from there. Like here, declare a variable, initialize it with any string, and you have to print it on the console. So here we can see the basic logic is what? We have to declare some variable now. So here you can see how we can declare a variable. We have to go in the data part. This is our variable, this is our data type, and this is the string that I want to display on the screen. And we have to remember that strings always finish with this null character, you can say 0. Whenever we are gonna write any string like this, declare any string like this, we have to close it like this, comma 0. This is basically a part of its syntax. Okay, otherwise you will get some error. And here you can see in code part or in main procedure, you have to write again, like as we have discussed before, move EDX comma offset of variable. This is our variable, and we are moving the very first, you can say very first address of the variable in EDX register. And offset was what? Offset address is specified as a byte only. We have to remember this thing. You cannot write here D word or S byte or any other data type. Okay, we must have to use byte whenever we are dealing with the strings like this, because this offset also deals with byte only. If you use any other type over here, then this whole thing cannot work. Okay, so let's go towards the code part, you can say. Okay, here again this is the same thing as we discussed already. This is our variable, this byte, and welcome to Sirin Schooling. Here is our string, and this is enclosed, and this is closed by comma 0. Then in our main procedure, we are using this move EDX comma offset of variable and call write string. This will help us to get this thing on the screen. Okay, and see here, always EDX is used to store string offset, because here you can see this whole is a part of the data segment. Okay, so to display this thing on the screen, we have to use the data register, that is EDX. We have to move the offset of this variable into the EDX register. And again, offset is what? Base address plus required address. It gives us the offset address. Okay, and here again read int is just used to see the result on the screen for a while. So if I hope you got the concept. It was not that tricky. So that's it for today. Thank you.